All right, I'm here with someone that you guys probably know from the Smash documentary. It's ID's wife. I don't actually know your real name. I only know you as wife. So
That's
what's
okay. We're inside of an MLG. I think it's all right, but I am Chris, for the record.
All right. And you're here to commentate Melee.
Yes.
And
That's
what,
right.
What do you feel about that?
I couldn't ask for anything more. It's the most high-level Melee that's ever existed, and it's also, I think, the most Melee we've ever had in one place of all time. So to be able to get a front row seat alone would be a privilege. To commentate, a dream.
Okay, and you're entering as well? Are you playing in the bracket as well, or no?
No, well, staff aren't allowed to enter, but I'm not sure that I would even if I were allowed.
Well, how are you? Are you in shape?
Oh, goodness, no. You should have seen me before. No, I'm a mess.
Okay.
But I can wave shine effectively, and usually
I thought you're
float cancel.
Peach.
Yeah, that's true, but foxes are so much more fun.
Oh,
you get
don't
to click
say
so
that,
many
dude.
more buttons.
I can't cheer for foxes, that people that switch from non-fox spacey characters to spacey characters. I feel like they're betraying you gotta stick with the
What your heart says?
non-spaceys.
But isn't it winning everything? I thought winning was everything,
everyone plays
personally.
Fox though. Like, you want those people that not play Fox.
But maybe
I'm cheering
he's
for
really
Armada.
good at
Like, I
winning.
want Armada to.
Yeah, and Armada's got a fox. What if
but he's
Armada
not gonna
goes
bring it
fox?
out.
You're not going to challenge? You're not going to cheer for him anymore?
No, I won't. I'll switch.
That's brutal.
I hate the. I'm gonna cheer against the people that switch to Fox.
Yeah.
Even more than those that originally were.
I picture you with the sign. One of the signs
Yeah.
up up in the front is, go Armada, and the
It'll
back
be
is
like,
Armada, you suck.
It'll be like one of those no smoking signs, but inside the middle it'll be a fox.
Sure, yeah, you can just flip it around whenever someone goes fox.
Do you think that the 20XX prophecy is gonna be true?
Absolutely, it'll be true for a while until it's not true anymore, and then it'll be someone else for a while, and then it'll be someone else for a while. I've seen all these phases. First, Sheik was the best. We'd never get past Sheik. And then it was Marth, and then it was Jigglypuff for a little while. It was like, well, meta game's done.
No, I mean, it keeps...
Jigglypuff's all that matters, and then we keep cycling. It's all cyclical.
Okay,
Just
okay.
ride the fox wave out.
I hope so. I hope
It'll
you're
come
right.
and it'll go.
I
Don't
hope
worry.
You're right.
Trust me. Peach will get her day one
Well,
day.
Fox isn't as good in Smash 4, so we'll see.
Indeed.
And did you? What do you think about Smash 4? All that stuff.
I think that watching the E3 Invitational was a thrill. I got to watch it with my fiance. It was something that anyone can enjoy. It was a good time, and that's about all I think, frankly.
That's it?
There's this little compartment
You gotta
in my
give me
brain
a little. You gotta give me a little more
for
than
being
that,
excited
wife.
about the Invitational, and the rest of my brain is just Melee.
What do you
see
think?
it in colors?
I understand that, but it's very different than Melee, and there's a
Yes.
very varied reaction online. Just some people hate it, some people are like, give it some time, some people are, what do you think about the reaction? Do you think it's fair? Do you think the way people have been dealing with it is fair, or do you think that we should give Nintendo some more time?
I'm not really one to lend credence to that F word, fair. I don't really usually care too much about what's fair. I mean, I feel like if you see
Really
it
good
and
for
hate
Sheik,
it,
but yeah.
it's true. I feel like if you see it and hate it, then great, no problem. And those people might be right, and that's fine. I only hope that there's a way that that Smash 4 can complement Melee, as opposed to have them competing with one another. If that's the case, then
Do you
grand.
think Melee? I think it's ever gonna kill Melee at this point.
Oh, sure. Oh, I think it absolutely can. Just because we're so strong now and have so much momentum, that doesn't give me any sense of security.
We live in now, though.
No, yes, I think that Melee could collapse if we're not smart. I do. I think we've got diehard fans, but public opinion is a funny thing, and there's lots of interests that have to be taken into consideration.
I think if there's a game good enough to stop or slow down or kill Melee, then
Yeah, absolutely.
it's got to be good.
Agreed.
Right?
And you know what? If someone shows me a theory that's better than the theory of natural selection, then I'll say, done. Great. I'll wipe my hands on natural selection. But until that happens, it's absolute truth. That's how I feel about Melee. And I won't be salty about it when it gets replaced, because I'll have found something better. I'll be lucky. I'll be excited.
So
We
now
should
that
be so lucky.
now that you were in the documentary, and it's been watched by I don't know how many people,
1.5 million.
and all those people are, I'm sure a lot of them came back to play, just like me. I play Melee now because of watching this. I was like, oh my god, the nostalgia waves were just like punching me in the
For
face.
sure, yeah.
Do you get recognized? Anyone ever recognize
Oh my God,
you?
all the time. I got in here today, and the guy working security recognized me. It's in the yellow vest. Hey, wife, you're in the documentary.
Yeah, that's
I get it
great.
all the time.
Okay. So do you feel, are you a big deal now?
Depends how you define big deal. Lots of people know my face,
Uh-huh.
right? But recently, people like Prague and D1, I mean, they're the ones that are the foundations. I feel like I'm more of an ornament. And the guy in that video, which
You're
is
on
not
the
so
same
bad.
stage now. You make casting with them, and
Well, I get a chance to prove myself, just like
Yeah.
Melee gets a chance to prove itself.
So what do you think your strengths are as a caster? And what are your weaknesses?
Goodness. Well, my weaknesses is I'm not typically a screamer. I don't
Uh-huh.
typically yell, but I'm hoping to get so worked up this tournament that I
But
just
if you're
end up
paired with
screaming
D1
myself
and
hoarse.
Prague, like they're gonna handle that side of it, you know.
Well, D1's the hype man, but Prague's more the analysis. So if it's Prague and I, we'll have to find a different momentum. And, hopefully I can make a couple of people laugh. That's one thing I hope to do.
Okay. And who's gonna win? Give me your pick.
Oh, gosh. Mewtwo King. Mewtwo King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lost a Fiction at the last SSS.
Yeah, that's
You worried
because-
at all? No.
That's
It's
because
just whatever.
Fiction was going Super Saiyan. He was Super Saiyan Fiction. If Fiction plays like that, then he's my pick for the tournament.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's able to play like that, at least not yet, for more than a couple matches. I've never seen that much flame without him just combusting,
Okay. If you entered, would you make it to brackets? Make it to pools?
If I entered, would I make it to pools? Most certainly not.
Okay.
Most certainly
This field
not.
is like insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who's your pick to make it into pools from the open?
Well, I'm really excited to see Fiction. I hope he makes it again, because if he's on fire, we're going to see some huge upsets. And then other SoCal players are lucky. You've got your Hugs, your Fly Amanita, S2J are all good picks. Chillin' and Chew, maybe, hopefully. It'd be fun for me to root for Chew. I always like rooting for Chew. Those are my big picks. And then there's some Florida talent as well, Cole Ball among them. Someone I'm watching for.
And what do you feel about the recent eSports stuff?
Just as far as Wii eSports now,
Yeah,
all that
Wii
stuff.
Esports.
It's all I've ever dreamed of. I mean, if you find the Smashboards post or anything I've ever done, it's all been, I want us to be legitimized. I want us to be in lights. I want the interviews, and I want the money, and I want us to. That's how I've always fantasized it would be, and now it's happening.
And now teams are picking up players.
Yeah.
People are getting sponsors. Like, how high can this go? Because right now it's speculation. Like Smash still, like the viewers outside of Evo are still, they're great for comparatively to the past for Smash, but they're obviously not at the levels of the other big esports titles. Do you think we're just gonna keep rising until Smash 4 and then keep going up and just see where this takes us, or what?
Oh, I do. I think we can keep going up indefinitely. I see. Here's what I will say. I see no reason why Smash couldn't be the biggest esport. Now, I wouldn't say I'm predicting it, but there's nothing preventing us from doing it. The community is real. Here's what I would say to anyone watching is that if you've seen the documentary painted us, and I think in a completely fair light. I don't think it was just putting the right footage together to make us look like a bunch of enthusiastic, passionate people who get along and support each other. That's really what it is. I think it's one of a kind.
I think the Smash community in general got incredibly lucky with that documentary. I don't know how many documentaries are terrible. Mm-hmm. I know, I've seen a lot of them, and it's very easy to have a mediocre one, and that guy knocked it out of the park. I've never seen, that guy should never have to buy a drink ever at a Smash event ever again.
And that is so true. That guy, I remember when he came over to my house to interview me for all the ones that they're familiar with the album frames in the background. I didn't even have confidence he was going to finish the project, let alone that it was going to be good. For me it was, okay, it's nice that he's doing this, wants to dig into the past. That's cool. I'm happy to lend my time, anything for Smash.
And then you watch it, you were just like, holy crap.
I had no idea. And even
amazing.
when I watched it and it was way better than I thought it was going to be, I couldn't in my wildest dreams have anticipated that it would be as popular as it was. I couldn't have guessed it. So yeah, that.
Well, no, everyone
Sandbox.
has played Melee in their dorm rooms, in their living rooms, in their basements, and they all remember it. So when they see this side of it, like, oh my God, these people are doing things that are crazy. I remember watching pro videos for the first time, and I remember thinking that the game was in 2x speed.
Yeah.
I was like, these guys this is not, they're playing 2x.
I still think that sometimes. I have to double check to make sure that YouTube's not messing up. You know what I mean? When I see the videos, they go so fast.
So what's the all the new tech these days? Shield dropping and pivots and all that stuff.
I think Westball's invented or invented something where you dash, go backwards, and then do like a super grab. It was like a pivot. I have to write it down to remember the names of things.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Are you too slow now?
I couldn't moonwalk to save my life. I couldn't tell you what buttons you have to press to do a moonwalk. If you ask me, I'd say,
I spent 90 minutes trying to moonwalk and I couldn't do it, so
not
I
easy.
quit. Yeah, I was like, forget it. And you know, like you got characters like Box and Falco, and they can chain together all these crazy punishes, and people don't miss these days. They seem to just any guy that just watches those videos, practice tech skill in his room, comes out with some like ridiculous 0 to death that
It's true.
You know, like,
but 10 years from now, we're going to look at these videos and just think they're just embarrassing.
I don't know, but I think there's got to
too.
be some sort of plateau.
Yeah, well, maybe.
It can't just keep going
maybe,
like that.
but it exists far in the future. I promise you that. I promise you that
when the
we
year
watch
is what?
20.
The year is what?
The high-level play we'll see today, if you were to be relative to the future, will look like crap. We're going to see so many dropped ledge guards. Anytime a Fox toward Bs and gets in the stage, no good. Anytime an L cancel on 2 ice climbers' shields is missed, no good. And it's, I mean, we're not there yet. We couldn't be there yet. It takes too much time. But one day, a Fox will cancel every single drill on an ice climber's double shield. And one day, toward being on the ledge is going to be unheard of because no one would ever miss that timing. It's just a matter of ones and zeros. And we're still missing the ones and zeros, so we're far from plateauing.
You think that day we'll still have Mewtwo King?
I certainly hope so.
You think he'll be like 55 years old, like playing Smash?
But that's what I fear, is that he won't be able to. No one could with their hands, you know? I mean, you know, football players, how long can they play?
Well, you can take care of your hands. It's not
better than you can take care of your body for
it's not
a meat sport, as they call it.
If like people have troubles with their hands right now, it's because they're not stretching. It's not because they're doing the proper, what's it called? Rehabilitation afterwards.
Sure. Well, it's got to be a whole new field, taking care of gamers' hands.
You got to ice your hands after matches.
Because I don't think we haven't seen any career players that get big and then they drop off. I think Mewtwo King is definitely the first career player for Smash. I don't know esports well enough to assert this, but I wonder if he's the first career player in esports. I mean, he's spanned a long time.
No, he's definitely not the first career player in esports. I know that.
Yeah?
Like, I mean, StarCraft.
How long have some other players played?
Some of the StarCraft players that played Brood War and then played StarCraft now, it's been like 10 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they at a top level consistently? I mean,
maybe not at a top level. I mean, like they probably like were like right now, for example, Jaedong, he started playing probably like 2006, 2007. Yeah, 2005, and he's been at the top Brood War, top of StarCraft 2. So
yeah.
He's still going strong. He's got the best mechanics there is.
Well, anyway, we'll have to learn how to take care of ourselves, you know. And
I mean, but that's like big pro team house, like crazy amount of resources devoted to that guy. Like, you know, he's never had to like scrounge around, travel in vans to like make rent or whatever. It's never been like that. But
yeah. We'll see it one day. Smash will have booths.
You think I gotta interview Mewtwo King. I got a lot of questions to ask that guy.
Good luck.
Really? He doesn't want to do it?
He's not easy to interview. He's a wild card. He's rogue.
I'm confident. I have a way with making people comfortable.
Good.
You're an easy interviewer. You're an easy interviewer.
He'll relax and he's got a lot to say. He's fascinating. It's just you gotta rein him in.
You're easy. I just ask you questions. You can talk. You're articulate. You can just say stuff. I'm sure I will have to work a little harder for Mewtwo King.
He's fun to interview.
Okay, so by the way, this is for TeamLiquid.net.
Sure.
We're gonna put it up. Do you have any shout outs you want to do?
Oh wow! Unlike a lot of people that do this, I have no sponsor. I have no. It's just
hey
the
mom,
community.
It's fine.
My mom's pretty good.
Yeah.
Mom's pretty good. No, it's Smashers. It's esports people. It's a collective people coming together. It's we're having a really good time here.
Do you have any? What's the opposite of shout outs?
Call outs.
Yeah, call outs. Do you have any call outs?
Suck. I don't think so.
No?
I think we're all doing pretty well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'm sorry, my shout-outs or call-outs weren't fun. I don't know.
Give me something about you that people don't know. Some secret. We gotta find out some stuff about you that's exclusive. You haven't told anyone else.
I wrote a book, so I think I
know that
exposed
already.
a lot of the things that all my secrets.
Okay, so
just
that's a shout-out right there. Check out the book.
Yeah, check out my book if you want to.
What's it called?
It's called Team Ben, A Year as a Professional Gamer. And I don't see any profits from it. You can buy it for just a couple of bucks, or you can just download it for free. That's a good deal. How about this one? How about shout out? This is important.
Okay.
Shout out to Team Liquid for being the first people to pick up Smash
We're
players.
hipsters. You know, we.
Yeah, you started that.
Yeah.
Well, technically I was on Carbon many years ago, but that was fleeting.
Okay.
But for Team Liquid, for taking a chance on Smash, for taking a chance on DJ, and for Ken, that's fantastic to get those faces, and I'm excited to see them in the tournament today.
Yeah,
Can we just
we'll
use that
do-
soundbite? Because
yeah.
my other answer
Thank
sucked.
you. No, that was good.
Shout out to Team Liquid.
That was good.
Because you guys went on a limb for us, and we appreciate it, and I read all your articles. I do. I love it. I like your branding. I like that hoodie.
You want one?
The colors are good. Yeah, I want one.
Okay. All right, we'll make that happen.
I like it.
Okay. Thank you
Nice.
so much for interviewing,
It's
and
been my
we'll
pleasure.
see you on stage. And I'm excited to hear you cast.
We'll see you up there.
All right,
Thanks.
cool.
Appreciate it.